Welcome back. It's week 12 and the playoff race is heating up. Thanksgiving football is here, and the pressure is on, especially for the Kansas City Chiefs, who faced a rare must-win game. After some recent stumbles, Mahomes and the Chiefs needed to prove they're still the AFC's top dogs. Did they deliver? We've got upsets, drama, and big performances to break down. Let's dive into the Week 12 grades, starting with that Chiefs nail-biter. The Kansas City Chiefs get an A- for their thrilling overtime win against the Colts. This wasn't just a regular season victory. It was a test of grit, composure, and championship pedigree. The stakes were sky high, and the Chiefs rose to the occasion when it mattered most. This was a season-defining game and the pressure was real. Every snap felt like it could swing the outcome, and you could feel the tension in the stadium and on the sidelines. Fans held their breath as the game went down to the wire, knowing what was at stake for both teams. Mahomes put the offense on his back, throwing for 352 yards and making clutch plays when it mattered most. He was relentless, attacking the Colts secondary with pinpoint accuracy and never shying away from the big moment. His ability to read the defense and adjust on the fly was on full display. The Colts defense brought the heat, but Mahomes stayed calm, extended plays, and kept the chains moving. Even when the pocket collapsed, he found ways to escape, using his legs to buy time and his vision to find open receivers downfield. He connected with Kelce on key third downs and spread the ball around, showing why he's elite. Kelce's reliability in tight coverage was crucial, and Mahomes' trust in his star tight end paid off time and again. The chemistry between them is unmatched in the league. The game was a slugfest, every possession felt critical, and both teams were exhausted by the fourth quarter. Players were digging deep, pushing through fatigue and pain, knowing that one mistake could end their season. The physicality and intensity were off the charts. Overtime came, and the Chiefs won the toss. Mahomes led a poised, methodical drive, setting up Harrison-Butker for the game winner. The offense executed under pressure, converting tough downs and refusing to let the moment get too big. Butker nailed the kick, Arrowhead erupted, and the Chiefs survived a scare. The stadium shook with excitement as fans celebrated a win that felt like it could define the season. Butker's nerves of steel were on full display, delivering when it counted most. This wasn't just another win. It was a statement that the Chiefs still have championship DNA. They showed the league that they can handle adversity and come out on top, even when the odds are stacked against them. They showed resilience, heart, and the ability to win ugly. Sometimes it's not about style points. It's about finding a way to get the job done, no matter how tough the circumstances. The win keeps their playoff hopes alive and sends a message to the AFC. The road to the Super Bowl still runs through Kansas City. Every contender in the conference knows they'll have to go through Arrowhead if they want to reach the big game. Yes, it was closer than it should have been, but the Chiefs proved they can handle adversity. They didn't fold under pressure. Instead, they leaned on each other and found a way to win. Credit to the Colts for pushing them to the limit, but Kansas City's experience made the difference. The Colts played with heart and nearly pulled off the upset, but the Chiefs' poise in crunch time was the deciding factor. This is the kind of gritty win that builds character and momentum for the stretch run. It's the type of victory that can galvanize a locker room and set the tone for the rest of the season. The Chiefs needed this, and they delivered when it counted. Head coach Andy Reid's leadership was evident, keeping his team focused and composed in the game's biggest moments. For Mahomes' leadership and Butker's clutch kick, they earned their A-. Both players stepped up under immense pressure, showing why they're among the best at their positions. They're still in the hunt, and their Super Bowl dreams are alive. The team's determination and belief in each other are clear, and they're not backing down from any challenge. It wasn't pretty, but it was classic NFL drama, and that's why we love this game. The highs, the lows, the unpredictability. This matchup had it all, keeping fans on the edge of their seats until the very end. The Chiefs advance, and the AFC has been warned. Every team left in the hunt knows Kansas City is still a force to be reckoned with, and they're peaking at the right time. Next up, can they keep this momentum going? The road ahead won't be easy, but this win gives them the confidence and belief they need to tackle whatever comes next. The pressure's on, but so is their confidence. With Mahomes at the helm and a roster full of playmakers, the Chiefs are ready for the next challenge. This win could be the turning point for their season. It's a reminder of what they're capable of when they play together and never give up. The Chiefs are back in business. The city is buzzing, the fans are fired up, and the team is locked in for the journey ahead. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. That's how champions respond. by rising to the occasion, week after week, no matter the odds. On to the next grade. Stay tuned for more NFL action and analysis. The Baltimore Ravens get a B+ for their 23-10 win over the Jets. It was a game that showcased not just their talent, but their grit and determination to keep their season alive. This wasn't just another win. It was a statement that the Ravens are not done yet. Just weeks ago, they were 1-5 and written off by almost everyone. The team looked lost, the season seemed over, and fans were bracing for a long, disappointing year. But now, they've rattled off 5 straight wins and have surged to the top of the AFC North, stunning the league and reigniting hope in Baltimore. This turnaround is all about resilience and belief. The players never stopped fighting, and the locker room never lost faith in what they could accomplish together. It's a testament to the culture that's been built in Baltimore, one that values toughness, unity, and perseverance. Against the Jets, the Ravens played classic physical football, dominating the line of scrimmage and controlling the clock. Their offensive line set the tone early, opening up running lanes and wearing down the Jets' defense. The Ravens held the ball for long stretches, keeping the Jets' offense off the field and dictating the pace of the game. Their defense was relentless, making life miserable for the Jets' offense and taking pressure off Lamar Jackson. The pass rush was fierce, the secondary was disciplined, and the tackling was crisp. Every time the Jets tried to build momentum, the Ravens' defense shut them down. Jackson managed the game efficiently, using his legs for key first downs and making smart decisions. He didn't force throws, took what the defense gave him, and protected the football. It wasn't a highlight reel performance, but it was exactly what the Ravens needed from their leader. The Ravens' identity is clear: tough defense, strong running, and mistake-free football. They're not trying to be flashy. They're focused on being effective and efficient, playing to their strengths and minimizing errors. This win wasn't flashy, but it was exactly what they needed to stay on top of the division. Sometimes, the most important victories are the ones that don't make the highlight reels, but show a team's maturity and discipline. The energy on the sideline is different now. This team expects to win. There's a confidence and swagger that comes from overcoming adversity, and you can see it in the way the players carry themselves. The real test is coming. 2 huge games against the Steelers will likely decide the division. These matchups are always intense, and with so much on the line, the stakes couldn't be higher for Baltimore. The Ravens have earned the right to control their destiny. After such a rough start, they've put themselves in a position where every game matters, and their fate is in their own hands. Their defense is playing at a high level, and the coaching staff deserves credit for the turnaround. Adjustments have been made, players have stepped up, and the team is playing with renewed purpose. The win over the Jets was a professional, focused performance. No letdowns, no distractions. The Ravens took care of business, showing the kind of discipline that's required to win in December. The Ravens are one of the hottest teams in the NFL, and their season is suddenly full of promise. The narrative has completely flipped, and now, Baltimore is a team nobody wants to face. From 1-5 to first place. What a story. It's a reminder that in the NFL, no season is over until it's over, and momentum can change everything. Now, can they finish the job? The playoffs are within reach, but the work isn't done yet. Every week is a new challenge, and the margin for error is slim. The next few weeks will tell us if this run is for real. The Ravens have shown they can win when their backs are against the wall, but now they have to prove they can handle the pressure of being the hunted. For now, the Ravens get a solid B+ for a dominant, disciplined win. They did what they had to do, and they did it with authority. They're back in the playoff mix and playing with confidence. The city of Baltimore is buzzing, and the team is feeding off that energy. The journey isn't over, but the turnaround is remarkable. Few teams have managed such a dramatic mid-season reversal, and the Ravens are proving that belief and hard work can change everything. The Ravens are a team to watch down the stretch. With momentum on their side and a clear identity, they're poised to make things interesting in the AFC. Their identity is set, and their momentum is real. Every player is buying in, and the results are showing on the field. The AFC North race just got a lot more interesting. Baltimore's climb continues, and the rest of the division is officially on notice. Let's see if they can keep it going. The next chapter of this season is about to be written, and the Ravens are holding the pen. Next up, the week's biggest shocker. Don't go anywhere, because the NFL always has another surprise in store. The Houston Texans get an A+ for their stunning 23-19 upset over the Buffalo Bills. This was a game that nobody outside of Houston expected them to win, And yet, they delivered one of the most memorable performances of the season. No Stroud on the road, huge underdogs. Nobody saw this coming. The odds were stacked against them from the start, with most analysts and fans writing them off before kickoff. But the Texans embraced the underdog role and used it as fuel. The Texans' defense was the story, sacking Josh Allen 8 times and dominating the line of scrimmage. Every time Allen dropped back, he was met with relentless pressure, and Houston's front seven played with a level of intensity that set the tone early. They rattled Allen all game, forcing rushed throws and turnovers. The Bills' offense never found a rhythm, and Houston's defenders seemed to be everywhere at once, swarming to the ball and making big plays when it mattered most. Head coach DeMeco Ryans dialed up a perfect game plan, and his players executed it flawlessly. Ryans' leadership was evident on every snap, as he kept his team focused and aggressive, never letting up for a moment. The Bills tried everything, but Houston's defensive front was relentless. Whether it was blitzes, stunts, or just pure effort, the Texans' defense refused to be denied, making life miserable for Buffalo's offensive line. This was a total team effort. Everyone contributed, and the energy was off the charts. From the veterans to the rookies, every player stepped up and played their role to perfection, feeding off each other's intensity. The Texans' offense played smart, protected the ball, and capitalized on opportunities. They didn't force anything, instead taking what the defense gave them and making the most of every possession. They didn't need to be spectacular, just efficient and opportunistic. The offense managed the clock, kept drives alive, and avoided costly mistakes, showing maturity beyond their years. This win shakes up the AFC playoff picture and exposes major flaws in Buffalo's protection. Suddenly, the Texans are right in the thick of the playoff hunt, while the Bills are left searching for answers. For Houston, it's a signature victory and a sign of a new culture under Ryans. The team's belief in their coach and in each other is obvious, and it's translating into results on the field. Even without their star rookie, the Texans proved they're more than just one player. The depth and resilience of this roster were on full display, as backups stepped in and made crucial contributions. This is a team on the rise, playing with heart and grit. Every snap, every tackle, every block, they played like a team that refused to be denied, and their passion was evident from start to finish. The defense set the tone, and the offense finished the job. It was a perfect balance, with both sides of the ball complementing each other and making the most of their opportunities. For the Bills, it's a wake-up call. For the Texans, it's a statement. Houston sent a message to the rest of the league that they're not to be taken lightly, no matter the circumstances. This win will be remembered as a turning point for Houston's young roster. It's the kind of victory that can galvanize a team and build confidence for the rest of the season and beyond. They're no longer an easy out. They're tough, physical, and well-coached. Opponents will have to bring their best to beat this Texans squad, because they're playing with a new level of swagger and belief. The Texans are building something special, and this upset is proof. The fans can feel it, the players know it, and the rest of the league is starting to take notice. On paper, this looked like a mismatch, but the Texans brought passion and execution. They played with a chip on their shoulder, determined to prove the doubters wrong and show they belong among the league's best. They shocked the league and earned every bit of this A+. This wasn't just a lucky break, it was a well-earned, hard-fought victory that showcased their growth and potential. The NFL is unpredictable, and Houston just reminded everyone why. Any team, on any given Sunday, can rise up and change the narrative. This is the kind of win that can change a franchise's trajectory. It's a moment that will be remembered in Houston for years to come. A spark that could ignite a new era of Texans football. The Texans are here to compete, and the rest of the league should take notice. They're not just playing for pride, they're playing for a spot in the postseason, and they're doing it with style and substance. A phenomenal performance, and a game that will be talked about all season. Houston's future looks bright. With a young core, a dynamic coach, and a newfound confidence, the Texans are poised to make noise for years to come. That's how you make a statement. This win is more than just a number in the standings. It's a declaration that the Texans are back and ready to compete with anyone. On to the final thoughts. As we look back on Week 12, the Texans' victory stands out as one of the most impressive and inspiring stories of the season. Let's wrap up Week 12. The Texans have shown what's possible when belief, preparation, and execution come together. The rest of the league has been put on notice. Houston is for real. That's a wrap on Week 12 grades. What a wild week. From the Chiefs' clutch win to the Ravens' resurgence and the Texans' shocking upset, this is why we love football. The playoff race is heating up and every game matters more than ever. Drop your thoughts and grades in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns. See you next week for more action as the playoff push continues.